Hi, Erica. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for calling me back. I'm glad to be back on.
Well, I'm glad we got you back on. For those of you who weren't listening, another hour, she got kicked off the air. Accidentally. Technical difficulties. So, how can I help today?
All right. This is like a what would Dave do type of situation. My mother-in-law, she is completely dependent on Social Security. I think it's around $500 a month. And my husband has been out of work for about a year. He just started working recently, about a month ago, and we've been having to foot the bill for her living expenses.
How are you footing the bill for her living expenses if he's not had work in a year?
Well, I work. I make about a little under $24,000 a year. We were living with her for about 9 months, and it was just too much for me to commute, living with her and then going to where I work. So, basically, I've been the one that's been footing her bill, basically, and she does not see eye to eye with our principals. She has a lot of credit card debt. I'm not sure how much she wants to
said your husband, but you said your husband's now working?
He is. It's been about a month and a half.
So what is your household income now?
I don't know, adding that on, because he's got a seasonal job, so I didn't really do the math for that. But last month he brought in around $2,000.
Okay, that's about $24,000 a year there. So you got your household income up to around 50 or so, give or take, yes. 45 or 50. And she's living on a Social Security check, but is still asking for help from you, and she's spending money on credit cards.
She is spending money on art supplies. She pays for it with her credit cards. She has a second mortgage on the house. And
what does she do with the art supplies?
I want to say that she hoards them, but if you ask her, she's using them.
But does she sell art?
No.
Okay, all right. So I'm guessing that your husband is not very assertive with his mother.
He's tried. I mean, I try not to be there for the conversations that they have, but it always ends up the same. She keeps saying that whatever money we give her is a loan, which doesn't make me feel better. I mean, I feel
It's not
bad.
a loan. I'm not giving you any more money, okay? And you and your husband need to sit down. Here's a rule that you need to have. This is a rule of wise people. Mm-hmm. Do not give money to people who will not take your advice.
Right.
And your husband needs to say, Mom, the only way we're going to continue to pour money into this situation is you're going to follow our financial advice. If you don't want to follow that, that's fine, but we will not be giving you any more.
Right, and that's kind of how I'm thinking, because we were on the debt snowball, and we're down to about $3,000 left, and it's just been really hard because I feel like let's
pretend you had $1 million in the bank. Mm-hmm. You still don't give money to someone who's misbehaving.
Right.
I do not give money to people who will not take my financial advice, because I have an obligation to God to manage God's money for God's glory. And when I participate in someone's misbehavior, I'm not only endorsing it, I'm financing it with God's money. That does not make God smile. It's not helping his mother it's not for your husband to allow her to continue to hurt herself financially. She's harming herself financially with her bad decisions. And when you give her money to do that, you're like saying, hey, Mom, I hate you so much that I like you hurting yourself. And that's basically what you're doing, and you got to stop it.
And I don't know. I think just the promise, I mean, we've also talked to her about writing a will, I
don't care about her will. I don't even care about her stuff. She can give it all to charity. I care about her being a whole person making good decisions. For her sake, to have some dignity. Right now, she's just a drunk that needs another drink. That's all she is. She's just another drunk that needs another drink. And it's sad. It's pitiful. And I care about her breaking away from this horrible lack of self-discipline, this horrible break from reality that says that money just comes, it just shows up just because I want some. And that's not good for her. It's not good for her at all. And so whether she's going to give you the money back is not in question. I'm not trying to make money or lose money in this scenario. I'm trying to help his mother. And the way she gets helped is not participating in her crazy. That's why I don't give financial advice, or why I don't give money to people who won't take my financial advice. By the way, it's the same thing with our family foundation. We do not give money to ministries who run who run their ministry with a different philosophy than we believe to be wisdom. And we're not controlling. We just don't think it's wise for us to give money to someone that's doing something that we wouldn't do. And so we're not going to do that. We're not going to participate in that.
Hey, you guys, Rachel Cruz here. Hope you're enjoying the Dave Ramsey Show. And did you know that I have my very own YouTube channel? Yes, that's right. It's kind of better than the Dave Ramsey channel. Don't tell them I said that. I'm kidding. So subscribe, and there's lots of videos about life and money. So while you're at it, if you want to check out a video, then you can check out how to do a monthly budget. It's one of the best videos out there.